Hi, welcome to my floor. Who knows why we're down here? I just felt like sitting here. So that's a bit weird, but here we are. For those who don't know, I'm Sarah. I have 3 different chronic illnesses that mean I am disabled and I use crutches to walk around sometimes and a wheelchair if I'm going out, and it's going to be a longer distance. These are hypermobility spectrum disorder, or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, who knows, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and functional neurological disorder, and potentially IBS. So technically that's 4, but here we are. You can find out more about those here. But that means that I'm quite used to the situation we're in currently. Now, for anybody watching in the far off future when we're finally set free, currently the coronavirus COVID-19 is spreading and we've been in lockdown, in isolation in the UK for a couple of weeks now. I think. I honestly don't remember. And so it's been no big gatherings, stay in your house unless you have to leave for essentials or unless you're a key worker, like people that work in shops or carers or nurses and doctors and other sort of stuff that we need to still function as a country. And so that means that everybody else is sat inside either working from home or not working, and it's a very unnerving time. So I don't particularly like talking about it, but we kind of have to, really, because you can't avoid it. It's everywhere. I am quite used to isolation because that's how I spend most of my time, honestly. Like, before this, I did go out to, like, church, and there's a cafe that my church run as well, and a support group, and a singing lesson, and occasionally a choir. That's what I go out for over my week. That is, I have an hour on Wednesday, an hour on days of the week, an hour on Monday, a couple of hours on Tuesday, an hour on Wednesday evening, an hour and a half on Wednesday evening, nothing on Thursday, nothing on Friday, nothing on Saturday, and then church in the morning and evening on Sunday. And so the rest of the time, between about 8 and 5, I'm basically on my own at home. Probably something I shouldn't tell, like burglars and stuff, you know. But here we are. I can hold up. I'll beat them, don't worry. I'll go all home alone on them. But because my parents and my sister all work full time, it means I'm often on my own. So this situation is, if anything, better for me because everybody's in. So I actually see people and I'm not going crazy and like having deep conversations with my cat and thinking he's responding to me, knowing full well he's not, because even he won't talk to me. So it's something I've got used to over the last couple of years, and it's something that's made me want to put this out there more for awareness of chronic illnesses, because before I got them I didn't know about chronic illnesses. I knew that I had some friends that was kind of ill and they couldn't really leave the house for a couple of years, but I wasn't like close friends with them, so I just sort of knew of them doing this, so I didn't really go into looking it up and stuff. But for a lot of my friends I have now, because I've made lots of friends who have similar illnesses to me, or I've had friends that have then also developed these things at the same time, which is cool. Not cool though, because it kind of sucks, but here we are. But that means that I'm now more aware, and what this situation is doing is making everybody else slightly more aware, hopefully, of what it's like for those people, because you're missing out on stuff, yeah? You're missing out on events, on your regular stuff, missing out seeing friends, missing out seeing family. That's what we go through, because, like, I have no control over this stuff. Some days I can wake up and not be able to move. Some days I can wake up and be able to move, but I won't have the strength to stand up, or I'll be too dizzy that if I stand up I'll pass out, or I'm just so tired I can't really leave the house. And so I'll miss out on these events, and it's horrible because you also feel like you're letting down the people that you're missing the events for, which is also horrible. And then people are like, oh, you're so flaky and all that. And you're trying so hard not to be. Or some people I know have been bedridden for. I have a friend who was bedridden for a few years. Like, didn't leave, was dark room, lay flat in the bed, because otherwise they'd get migraines or they'd get really dizzy, and they were just so sick that they just couldn't continue with their normal stuff. I have now made the decision, I don't know if I made the decision before I did the last video, but I made the decision to stop my uni course. I am dropping it. I'm dropping out of uni, something I fought so hard not to do. It has been a good few years of me going, oh no, it's fine, I'll come back next year, because if anything, I'm feeling worse. I'm worse than I was before, and I don't think I can do it. And now I've come to the thing of, I can't do it. It's not going to happen. I've got my diploma. For those who don't know, my university course was vocals and performance at the Academy of Contemporary Music. So, that's a hard one that you can't really do at home. But hopefully I'm going to go through with my singing teacher, who I can get to because it's only once every other week, and go through and do a couple more diplomas with her in like musical theatre and teaching and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But it means that I, most of my other chronic ill friends, we're quite used to being in this. I taught myself how to draw. I've been reading more. I've been practicing more singing and piano and guitar, writing music. I wrote a play.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the news that baking can help with anger management and also provides extra fun.
More painting and other craft things, got into cross stitching, all these things that you can, like, even if you're at home, you can order them online and they can come to you. You just order the little sets, follow the instructions, and learn new skills. I was learning sign language over the internet. But yeah, just learning, doing more things. You can still go on your walk, go do walks, go exercise, get fitter, get more healthy, eat all the chocolate you can. It's going to be Easter next weekend. Like, I have Easter eggs tempting me in my cupboard right now, like, and I'm lactose intolerant, so that's real bad. Just don't panic if you feel like you're failing, if you can't do all these things that so many people are telling you, if you can't do that sort of pee thing with whoever it is that people do in the morning. That's all over my Facebook. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, that's not happening. I personally really want to exercise, really want to get rid of the little bit of chub that I'm getting. Physically, can I? No. I've been trying to do bits of exercise, but not what I want to do. So I understand, honestly, it's a real hard time for mental health as well, because being stuck in the same place, not having the same routine, I get it. And like, unless you can do therapy over the phone, which I get really anxious about personally, so I can't do it. So now I have to wait till this all blows over. I say blows over, it's a horrible thing. If any of this has helped with tips on things to do, or just knowing that you're not alone or anything, or if you feel like you need someone to talk to, I'm here. So, love you. Stay safe.
Hey, congrats, you made it to the end of the video and you didn't leave. As a special gift, these are my cats. This one is Samwise and this one is Meriadoc. They both really love cuddles and are really super demanding and won't let you stop once you've started. So I hope these brighten up your day. Enjoy. Bye bye!